Welcome back to the channel of truth, trust, and transparency. Now, as you may or may not be aware, I have been posting on YouTube every single day since I started this account, and slowly but surely, I'm gathering a small, tiny audience that I'm able to grow each and every week. Now, just in case you're watching this video and you haven't went back to have a look at everyone I have created, it was at the start of that journey a couple of months ago where I released a couple of videos where I told people who and what you need to avoid. Today's episode is dedicated to, and I still see it all the time, and I still hear people that are falling for it completely. And to be honest, you might even have had this ad served before you watched this video. Now, I have ads turned off on my YouTube. I try to avoid as much of these people as possible. So by turning my ads off, I don't make probably $1 a month in YouTube ad revenue, but I also don't soil my videos with these type of people that are advertising, the property spruikers of the world. And this video is dedicated to people that are on there clicking and thinking about or get interested in or get pulled into the vortex of boom locations. Please trust me when I say this, or just let's think about the logic of boom locations for a sec. Boom locations is a term that was made up or governed or made popular by the property spruikers in the industry, the most unreliable, unregulated, double-dipping advisors in the property investing community. Now, what do these people look like? So not only are they running enormous ad spend, pushing behind YouTube, every sort of ad, the next boom locations, or these boom locations, these locations set to boom, 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 boom. They want you in their room. Quite frankly, if anybody is putting together a paid advertisement these days in 2025 and beyond and saying these next X locations are set to boom, please know that there is a higher probability of them being a property spruiker and to try to put you in a house and land package or an off-the-plan apartment than there is the locations that they're putting forward about to boom. You can get none of the locations or areas for free. You'll need to put in your name, your email, your phone number for them to try to sell you into some sort of webinar, to some sort of download. Really, it's what is called in marketing terms a lead magnet to get your details. Once they have those details, they will not leave you alone. They're going to bombard you with emails, calls, texts to try to get you a part of their system. Now, once they do, this is exactly what is going to happen. They're going to charge you a yearly membership fee. It could be $5K, it could be $8K. After they've charged you this yearly membership fee, they're also going to proposition themselves as some sort of wealth advisor, creator, freedom, whatever it is. They're going to name it something like that is going to have all the buzz and marketing terms under the sun. That's what they do. They're going to charge you a yearly membership fee. Then they're going to charge you a property sourcing fee similar to a buyer's agent. But this is what they're not going to tell you. They're going to sell you the dream. And they're going to sell you into, and I can guarantee it, they're going to sell you into a house and land package or an off-the-plan apartment. Now, what they sell you into is going to be pretty much just dependent on what they can flog at the time or the relationships that they have and the agreements that they have in place with the developers. Developers will give extremely generous commissions to these companies, 5%, 7%. Of the sale price of the property, they will give to these wealth creating companies to sell you into that product. So not only let's do the numbers. So they're going to sell you into a $750,000 apartment. They're going to make 7% from the developer. They'll get $52,500 for selling you. Plus, they'll charge you an $8,000 fee just to be part of their network with whatever that entails or offers. They'll also charge you about a $15,000 fee to source that property. So you're thinking, oh, 15, it's cheaper than a buyer's agent, and I got to pay to get exclusive access. What you haven't realized is they've just charged you, they've just made $75,000 from you to sell you an off-the-plan house and land package piece of shit. Now, when you see these people everywhere, a common misconception is just because you see somebody everywhere, you see them across ads, does not mean that they are good at what they do. It means they throw a hell of a lot of money behind their ad spend so they show up everywhere. Because at the end of the day, if I'm making 75 grand from you for whatever product or whatever I'm selling you, I can spend a hell of a lot of money on ads to be able to push out and get more people. These sorts of companies, they focus and they know who their prey is, not their customers, their prey. They prey on the weak people. They prey on the vulnerable people. They prey on the hard Aussie battlers. These are the people they target. So that is you. And these ads start to appeal to you, and they use things like, and they use the sayings like live life on your own terms and freedom. We want to give you and enable you to live a life of freedom and all that bullshit. Just know that that company's making more from you than even the buyer's agents of the industry too. These are the scumbags, in my opinion, purely opinion of the industry. Why? It's because they parade that they are trying to help you out, but essentially they're getting paid by the builders and developers. When you are paid by the builders and developers, that's who you are working for, whoever pays you. Think about any other consultancy in the world or how the world operates. Who pays you is who you're working for. Your employee, when you are going to sit down at your PAYG job, your employee pays you. You work for them. Now, people might call up and ask you for favors. You're working in the best interest of your employee because they pay you. Those companies are working in the best interest of the builders and developers, which is just selling the stock. And then they'll layer on the things like depreciation benefits, rental guarantee, all those kinds of things to try to make it sound like a good deal. Please guys, just do me the favor. If you know someone that is going down the track with one of these businesses, share this video with them, tag a friend, share it with them. Or if you've been sitting down, you've went into these meetings with these people, discovery calls. And this is anything I've said today. Remember, I don't know the company. I don't know how they operate, but if they've said anything I have today, it's a good chance you're going to get sucked into that vortex. They're going to try to sell you on depreciation, rental guarantee, tax hacks, how to save more money, how to use your tax to buy an investment property. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. And look, whether you use them or don't, I don't make money from it. If you use them, they make money from it. But just know, when it comes down the line, 2, 3, 5, 10 years later, you've held that property. Maybe it's grown up a little bit. Maybe it's done a little bit of growth. Maybe it hasn't. But it's only then are you going to find out, wow, I had the wool pulled over my eyes. I got absolutely schmozzled by a bunch of scammers. They made so much money from me that I didn't even make that money on the property. And then you go like, you know what? Man, Dave was right. I should have listened to him on YouTube. I watched that video, or I shared that with you, man. I shared Dave's video with you, but you still went against it. And because of that, not only do you pay a price there, but you also pay the biggest cost of all. Opportunity cost. You've been locked out of the game with a poor performing asset for 3, 5, 7, 10 years, where you could have went out, you could have bought established homes that would have built your wealth instead of taking from it. So please, if you're watching this, do me one favor. If you can't go on their website and know if they're a buyer's agent or not, if they are some sort of wealth creation machine, whatever they brand themselves are, marketing term, just know that there is a off-the-plan apartment or house and land package coming your way soon from them. And just know that will be the worst investment purchase you'll ever make, regardless of whatever they tell you. If you can avoid that, my friends, and share this with someone that can avoid it, then you are one step in the right direction for building your property portfolio out correctly. Just avoid these people at all costs. Remember, they are everywhere. They are throwing hundreds of thousands of dollars on ads. Just because you see them everywhere doesn't make them good. It makes them spend a lot of money on ads. That's it. But the reason they do that is because, as you saw, they're making so much money from you, their prey, that they can feed it back into the machine. And they've got the overheads and they've got the costs, they've got the staff that they need to feed the machine again and again and again. If you learn one thing from this video and you haven't went back and had a look at a couple of my early videos 1 to probably 3, 4, where I was stirring up some feathers, go back and revisit them, as well as this one for my new subscribers. But please avoid these people like the plague and do no business with them ever. If you did, I'll be able to say I told you so, but hopefully this gets to you, this message gets to you before you sign a dotted line. As always, I'll see you tomorrow.